the world's first Vietnamese Hot Pocket, a pocket, if you will.
I'm so excited about this one.
Yeah,
if you could capitalize and make a frozen product of one of these, would you?
Whoa, frick yes, dude. Welcome to CKSK, the Chad Kupinoff Studio Kitchen. I'm Chad Kupinoff. This is my studio kitchen. Today we are cooking the comments, the show where you pick the ingredients and I have to do something with it. On a previous episode, we got a suggestion and a winner for a Vietnamese Hot Pocket, brought to you by Mr. Aaron Van Blair. So thank you so much for your recommendation. Thank you so much for voting last time, because we're not only gonna do one Hot Pocket today. We're not only gonna do 2 Hot Pockets today. We're gonna do 3 versions of a Viet Hot Pocket. And one of those, which I was so excited to hear, was of course a pho kit. We have a very, very, very special guest today. He is the brutal noodle, the Vietnamese Viking, Mr. Liam Ragnar Kupinoff, and is in the house right now. Unbelievable. We're gonna see how it works out. This is a beef shank that I poached in water yesterday for 8 hours. We're gonna use this to make our pho kit. Is this beef texture gonna be nice? But what I think I'm gonna try to do is just cut it really thin, and we'll go back and just kind of give this a once over. I don't want it to be too small. That's the problem. I don't want it too small. Traditional or typical bowl of pho. We're gonna char some onion. I'm gonna get a piece of ginger, torch the onion and ginger in a pan. I'll show you, it's simple. And we wanna get this nice and charred, because in Vietnam, they never roast the bones like we would do in the States, because they don't use ovens. So there's always, to get sort of any sort of dark color on a broth, the aromatics are always charred. Okay, ginger, onions, torched. These are going in. I'm gonna add the beef stock, and we're gonna start boiling this hard and fast, because we need to move. All right, so for the pho, 4 major spices. We have cinnamon, star anise, clove, and black cardamom. Just getting a little bit of heat on these so they wake up. In the soup, the black cardamom I'm probably gonna remove in 5 minutes or something. It has a very strong flavor. Well, I'll tell you what, this beef stock is boiling and it already smells like pho in here. It's pretty cool how that works. I'm gonna reduce this liquid almost completely dry. So I don't wanna add any salt. I don't wanna add any sugar, because that flavor is just gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger. So I don't wanna over season. I wanna do some pickled garlic. I'm gonna do a couple cloves, and I wanna cut these kind of big so you kind of get a burst every once in a while. I'm gonna remove that black cardamom, that's strong. I'm gonna remove that a couple minutes ago. And now this pho stock is very intense, a little bit bitter from the charring from the black cardamom. And then I'm also thinking, what else would be in a Hot Pocket or in a pho? It's always gonna have some onions in some way. So I'm gonna do like a fried onion. It's almost like you would do a cheesesteak. I'm gonna fry the onions, mix it with the beef, and then mix it with the pho stock. I pulled off the pho stock because it's super reduced. Onions are fried. So this beef shank is going in. And now we're gonna take in the pho stock. So you can see this pho liquid, how much broth I had in there before. This should be super intense in flavor, and it is, woo! But we're gonna take this, we're gonna strain out our pho liquid onto here with adding as little moisture as possible. Moisture is our enemy in this particular situation. Taste it one more time before we go. We're gonna season with fish sauce, with MSG. The meat texture is better than it was, so I'm happy about that. Black pepper. Let's see how this seasoning is. I'm struggling right now, honestly, to get this. It's not clearly pho right yet. So I'm gonna do a little bit of cinnamon powder. Yeah, I already did the spices in the broth, and it's just not carrying it enough. It's getting better just by increasing the seasoning of the fish sauce and the MSG and the sugar. I feel like if you ate this a few seconds ago, you'd be like, it's good, but it's not pho. Okay, it's getting more pho-y. The cinnamon is even a little bit aggressive now. I'm gonna add the pickled garlic into here. Just like a northern pho, we're gonna have a crap ton of green onion, because I like it. And I think this is gonna get really pho-y in a few seconds, because we're gonna add all the herbs. I do love northern pho, but I am an herby boy, and so I like southern pho in that fashion. I like the herbs of southern pho. So I have some Thai basil, I have some cilantro. The only thing I'm thinking about doing is potentially adding some chinsu, or some chili sauce of some kind. I can burn my little boy's mouth out, probably a great idea, and give it some more pho-y vibes. Okay, I feel like we're there. Now the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some mozzarella cheese, dude. We're making a Hot Pocket. I didn't feel like it was gonna lose any of the pho-iness with some mozzarella. And this is low moisture mozzarella. Pretty good to me. I really feel like this one could be a winner. And we're almost done with this process now. Throw it in the fridge as fast as possible and let it cool down. Next thing we're gonna make a kit called Chung Hot Pocket. Texturally, flavor-wise, it made sense inside the Hot Pocket. I think for the Hot Pocket, we have to think of things that can be low moisture, and that sort of have some sort of creaminess to it, or some sort of stew type vibes to it for it to fit in a Hot Pocket situation, at least in my opinion. That's how I imagined it. We're gonna use minced pork instead of using pork belly. And I have some shallot and I have some garlic. I'm gonna mince this up quickly. I am gonna start cooking the pork now. We're gonna have to make some nuuk tang, right? Wow, look at this Viet English back and forth, unbelievable. But anyway, thịt kho trứng is a braised meat with an egg. That's kind of the idea. Typically it's gonna be pork belly, sometimes it's pork shoulder. Very, very rarely, never, is it ground pork when I'm using ground pork. But the main flavoring component for this is the caramelized sugar and the fish sauce. So that's crucial to this. We're gonna do it. It doesn't, you might see that much sugar and you're like, oh my God, it's gonna be so sweet. But because we're torching it, it's never overly sweet because there's the bitterness there. We wanna caramelize the sugar. We wanna almost even slightly burn it, but we don't wanna deeply burn it. I wouldn't recommend, if you're doing this at home, to use a black pan like I have here because it's very hard to see the correct color. We're gonna go with this pork in here. We're gonna move this around. At the same time, I'm gonna throw in my shallot and garlic and let that fry with the pork. I don't have any fat in here yet because the pork has fat in it, and honestly, I'm just trying to keep the oil down. I don't think it's gonna be necessary to add any fat into this pan right now. So we're gonna braise the pork with some coconut. Once I have some moisture in there, I don't have to really get stressed about it burning. Okay, and we're gonna let that reduce down. And even this, I probably want this to be a little bit darker in color. That tastes good though. That tastes very good. Okay, the pork pan is getting really dry. I might just add a little bit of water just to let this braise longer. Because this is like this filling for a Hot Pocket, I expect the meat texture to be very tender. Pretty darn good already. Wow. I'm gonna go a little bit of MSG. It's definitely already sweet, especially with the coconut water being used, so I don't wanna add any sugar to this. I'm gonna go for a little bit of black pepper. Oh my goodness, Cyber Daddy is in the house!
Hot Pocket!
If you're unaware, Cyber Daddy is our one and only golden ticket winner. He is invited anytime he wants to stop by. Okay, for the thịt kho trứng, we're gonna use the cải chua to give us some contrast, to give us some pop for it, especially when we're dealing with something that's heavy. And I'm gonna try to fry this with the pork. So my minced pork is ready to go. I like the ratio. Seems like there's enough pickle in here, but not too much. And right now this mixture is very dry. I'm not gonna have any issues with moisture, that part's good. And it's on the sweet side, which is perfectly fine. I'm making a sauce to complement it, so I'm not worried about that. And it's very flavorful. Very happy with this. I'm gonna get this in a container. We're gonna cool this down. Second component. So thịt kho trứng is always gonna have an egg.
Thịt kho trứng Hot Pocket. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Yeah.
Makes sense, right? Oh my goodness, it's
what up,
growing.
dude?
The crew is getting gigantic.
What's up, everybody?
Michael, you to me seem like you've slayed a couple Hot Pockets in your day.
Yes, there was definitely a good part of high school where I lived off of Hot Pockets.
And then we're almost gonna make like an egg salad. That's gonna be chunky with raw shallot, raw garlic, chili, black pepper, fish sauce, and I'm throwing in some scallion and some cilantro in here right now. That's gonna be kind of the creamy element. So we don't have cheese in this one. I don't wanna do cheese everywhere. We're gonna use this as sort of the creamy binder to give it some fat. We're ready, we can start folding. Now when I'm looking at the Hot Pocket, I'm always thinking that it's like a really thin sort of mixture. So I was thinking about rolling it on the pasta roller. I thought that would work out.
That sounds good.
Yeah. For the dough, I was really unsure of how to move forward with the dough. I made a sourdough bread yesterday. Instead of all water, I did about 20% peanut oil. Well, we can see how soft it is. I have concerns about working with it, but I think with the pasta roll, it'll be easier. Whoa, this is a wet dough. Can I roll this through a pasta machine? That's a question.
Gonna need a lot of flour.
Does this actually work in a pasta machine? It's not gonna, this is just gonna be a disaster.
It's just gonna smush it.
It's already getting stuck on these wheels. It's never gonna get really dry, so we're just gonna have to hand roll it, but that's gonna be fine. The only thing for me is to just gotta make this so thin.
Here comes the moment. This is gonna be cool.
What's that?
This is the filling, dude. How do I feel about the thickness? I feel it's a little bit thin, slightly worried, but I feel like it's okay. All right, so let's try to do 2 in here. So here's our pocket. Yeah, I had some concerns about this being too thin on the bottom, so I did roll it up on itself to kind of get a second layer. Cool. That kind of looks like a pocket.
Hot Pockets. Somebody just
You loving it?
Somebody just put that in the chat. I just want to say good luck. We're all counting on you.
But I like the size of these Hot Pockets. I think this is an appropriate size. I'm gonna get these going right away, but I am gonna brush it with milk just for the crust. It helps with the browning. All right, these are going in the oven, and I'll work on the pork ones next. And then we're gonna go with that egg on top. I think this one's gonna be the winner, but we'll find out.
Chef, that looks delicious.
It looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. I just wish I had more dough, so I think I'm only gonna get 2 out of here. So for the sweet version, we're gonna do some Laughing Cow cheese on the bottom. I was gonna get cream cheese, but Laughing Cow felt it more appropriate. So yesterday I tried a new technique where I froze sweet potatoes and roast them, and it's incredible. It really is like the best sweet potato I've ever had. And that's what I have here. The texture is so good. They're so creamy. It's a new hack. Just to have something super healthy in your refrigerator, that's amazing. They're so sweet, they're so creamy. And I was like, dude, I gotta make a hot pocket with this. So that's gonna be the main base of the dessert version. I have a little bit of dried mango. Mango is snipped on there. We got a little bit of flavor, and there's one more thing. I just wanna do a little bit of coconut milk too. All right, this is coconut cream. I'm a little worried about the moisture, but I think it's gonna be okay. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of milk on this one, brush it, and we are good to go, ready to clean up. And we already have our vote for next Friday, so we're not voting.
What are you making?
What? Won't stay long, but I have to work early tomorrow, but can make pizzas next time. What? Dude, you got it. You're in. That's it. Freaking great. Holy crap, Twee White, thank you so much with a $100 super chat, our biggest super chat ever. And I'll tell you what, I bet you my wife's gonna wanna come in for that. She's gonna like that. Is that another one? Holy shoot. Twee White donated another $100.
Oh my God.
She wanted to make sure I had enough to buy the ingredients. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Ooh, we're getting toasty. Okay, we're close. Gorgeous? No. But almost cooked? Yes, that's the most important part. Almost cooked. The pork ones are the worst looking of them, but I think they're almost done. So we're gonna take them out. If I had more time, I would let things sit longer and try to get them more golden brown. It's pretty close. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. But I don't see the seam's not good. I don't like that. You know, I want a full seam on there. But I'm gonna give these about, let's say 3 minutes to cool before I cut them. And we'll have some time for the other stuff to finish cooking. Okay, so we are pulled out now. I'm gonna try this one first, even though it's still quite warm. Although that's probably the game of a pocket, is that it's gonna be burn your mouth. So to start, we have the Tit Kau Chung, the braised pork with egg. All right, so obviously some people are gonna get some crust and some people are gonna have messy first bites, so we'll just do our best here.
It looks so good.
You like it? You like the look?
Look at it. That's so cool.
Ow, it's hot. It's hard to grab it.
It burned my mouth like a hot pocket.
It burn your mouth? Oh.
It reminds me a lot of Tit Kau. It does not remind me at all of a Hot Pocket.
At all?
It burned my mouth like a Hot Pocket does because I take
There
it
you
out,
go.
bite right into it.
There you go. Oh, you got it. Okay, let's rate it.
Are you ready?
7. Liam's got an 8. A 9.5. Sick, bro. Liam scored an 8 over there. Tang, get over here too. You gotta try nibble. 8.2. Okay, fine. I'm going 7.5. I think the flavor's awesome. I love the flavor. I like the crust too. I think the crust was cooked a little bit longer, be better. It's a little, it's doughy, it's a little
I
undercooked.
agree. That's like I want it to be crunchier.
It's a little bit undercooked. There's a little dough on the bottom, at least the bite I had. If we had more time, I rushed this, honestly. I rushed. There's a lot of people here.
It's because you didn't put it in that microwavable sleeve?
No, I don't think it's
I initially, when I bit into that, I felt that because we eat that a lot at home, and I was like, ooh.
All right. Let's try the world's first Vietnamese Hot Pocket, a pocket, if you will.
I'm so excited about this one.
Don't be too excited.
Oh, okay. I'll lower my expectations.
There's mozzarella.
Mozzarella?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get too excited.
Don't get too excited. Don't get too excited.
It does smell like pho.
Yeah.
I
I got a big piece of that garlic in there.
I need some chili.
Want some chili?
Yeah.
Like chili jam or something?
Tree's got a 9.5. He loves
please
it.
do. Are you ready to see it, Chef?
Yes. Whoa!
I thought that was really good.
Whoa! All right, back to Little Liam. The brutal noodle. Wow. Mikey's gonna be low. Mikey's gonna go 7.5. Oh!
It's a 6 for a Hot Pocket, but the pho is an 8. Maybe you're right. It just needs to be cooked longer, the crispiness.
So overall, actually I like the dough. I'm satisfied with the dough. This was just the first one I rolled is too thin. If the dough was a little bit thicker, I cooked it in the oven slower. Obviously I got stressed. People comment, I just want to get the shit done. Kick ass, this would be a 9.5. I think it would be a 9.5. The pho is there. The texture of the beef shank worked out nicely. I like the mozzarella cheese. I like all the herbs. Everything's good. I agree with him. Hey, I got chili, but I didn't want to do chili with the kids. My intention was to serve just nibbles. I was gonna nibble chili. That was the idea. So here you go.
Now he gives it to me.
But I think this is really cool. Yeah, I like
If you
it.
could capitalize and make a frozen product of one of these, would you?
Whoa, frick yes, dude.
How 4-Piece has theirs in like everywhere now. I think it's that good, dude. I thought that was really good. You told me lower my expectations, but that was right.
You guys don't know how raunchy I am when I'm not on camera. Michael just got really excited. He got really excited. 10, get over here, buddy. It's a 10, okay. To be fair, he had the end piece. There's a little thicker crust on the outside. Yeah. Last one, a Vietnamese dessert homemade Hot Pocket.
Oh.
Okay, we're getting a little doughy. Try to bite the sweet potato part, not the doughy part. The idea was it's kind of like a jaya. It's like a sweet potato jaya that you would have. So we have sweet potato, coconut milk. I was gonna put tapioca in here as well, but I thought if I did freeze this, tapioca doesn't freeze well, so I didn't want to use it for that fashion. I wanted to make a product that would freeze. That was the idea. Really? Tree throwing out a 10 over there.
6-5 on the potato cake.
6-5 on the potato cake. Go ahead. An 8.
Too sweet.
Michael's dropping a 4. A 5. Let's see what Liam's got over there. Switch to the Liam cam. 7. Tang? 7. I'm going 6-5 on it. I could be almost a 7. The dough's not good. The dough's got to be recooked.
I just think it needs something
It
else.
needs a little sweet condensed milk on top.
Yeah.
A little sweet condensed milk would be cool.
Too much potato.
Yeah, it's just very like one tone.
All right, 10 seconds of anything else you want to say. On Friday, where you're doing the pizza.
And I want to say thank you, Tweet White. I'm so excited to eat pizza on Friday. Thank you for your donation, making that happen. I'm going to make sure I'm here for that.
We'll be back on Friday with the pizza. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, just give us a like, subscribe to the channel, become a sub, become a member, do all the things. Until next time, see you later, peace.